The idea is this. In creative systems, not evolutionary systems, but creative systems, there is no landscape. Let me say that again with sufficient depth and gravity. In creative systems, there is no landscape. What I mean by that statement is the following. The ruggedness of a landscape depends on how it's encoded. If I encode a problem in one way, it might be Mount Fuji. If I encode it another way, it might be rugged. Depends on how we represent it mathematically. Let's go back to the designing a shovel. If I take 20 shovels and arrange them by weight, we know we get a Mount Fuji. We saw that from Taylorism. But suppose I borrowed these 20 shovels from neighbors. Well, in that case, I might assign, instead of encoding them by weight, by size, I might encode them by the name of the person who gave me the shovel. Okay, is that nuts? Yes, but I could do it. So the first shovel I got from Mr. Hassan may be better than the second shovel from Mr. Barber. If that's true, then there's a peak at Mr. Hassan. Mr. Campbell's shovel, which is third, might be better than Mr. Barber's and might be better than the one I borrowed from Ms. DeVerne. So there'd be another local peak at Mr. Campbell's. So if I plot the entire landscape of shovels arranged by name, I'm going to get lots of peaks. It's going to be a rugged landscape. Now, many of the greatest scientists of all time, Newton, Einstein, Mendeleev, Curie, they made breakthroughs by developing new ways for seeing the world, new encodings. The periodic table is a new encoding. The space-time continuum is a new encoding. So these great minds made breakthroughs because they were climbing different landscapes than the rest of us. This allowed them to basically take what were really rugged landscapes and turn them into Mount Fuji landscapes. Okay, let me sum up. We've seen how we have Mount Fuji landscapes, rugged landscapes, and dancing landscapes. Dancing landscapes are complex. That complexity results from interdependencies with other adapting entities. Figuring out what to do in a complex situation isn't easy. And even if you do figure it out, what was a good idea today may not be a good idea tomorrow. The lives that we lead are an endless sequence of adaptations on a dancing landscape. And so it is for the people with whom we collaborate and compete. It's the world in which we live. And that world is, in a word, complex.